Hello class, my name is Jeremiah. Today we are going to have some tutorials in mathematics. But before we do that, please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so that I get notified on my next video. So it's very important you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that each time I post, I release any video, any tutorials, you're going to be notified on it. Also do well to share the videos to your friends on the internet. Don't forget to drop a comment in the comment box and like each video that you come across there in the internet. It will help YouTube to take my videos viral. Also don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Share my videos, my content to your friends on the internet. Drop a comment in the comment box. Any place you have misunderstanding or you don't understand, please don't forget to drop a comment with the particular place there so that I'm going to attend to you immediately. Also don't forget to follow me on Facebook, on my Facebook page or account. Follow me there. I'm going to be releasing tutorials like I usually do. So my username is Jeremiah both in Facebook and in Instagram and in YouTube. So follow me on my Facebook account, share my videos to your friends, and don't forget to drop a comment and like my videos as well. So let's go right ahead to solve this question. It's a question in mathematics. You can find it in external examination, internal examination that you are going to write. So let's go right ahead to solve this given question. It says a company installs solar panels in its premises to reduce its electricity cost. The monthly savings on electricity in dollars is modeled by this equation. And the equation is what? S equals to 200 plus 50x minus 2x squared minus 2x squared, comma. So where x is what? Is the number of months after installation. Now, the first question says, at what time will the savings on electricity stop increasing? Question mark. At what time will the savings on electricity stop increasing? Now, secondly, it says find the maximum savings. So we are going to solve A and do what? Solve B as well. Now let's start solving A. So now what's A? At what time will what? Will the savings on electricity stop increasing? At what time? Now we are asked to what? Find the time. And that time is this x. Are you getting me? So before we solve this question, we need to, if you want to solve this question, we have to differentiate this what equation S with respect to what? X. That's how we are going to get the time. And the equation is what? S equals to 200 plus 50x, are you getting me? Minus 2x, okay, plus 50x, right? Minus 2x squared, are you getting me? So this is the equation. And mind this equation is the same thing as S equals to 200, are you getting me? 200 x raised to power 0 plus 50 x raised to power 1 minus 2x squared. This equation is the same thing as this, right? Because this one here different that this x raised to power 0, right? And according to the laws of physics, anything raised to power 0 is 1, right? So which is what? S equals to 200 multiplied by 1 plus what? 50x. This was raised by 1 is the same thing as what? X, because x multiplies itself how many times? 1 times, right? Minus 2x squared. So, and at the end, 200 multiplied by 1, it will give what? 200. S equals to what? 200 plus 50x minus 2x squared. Right? So, but this is not the main question we are asked to. So I was trying to explain to you that this equation, this one is the same thing as this. Right? Now let's differentiate it. We have the equation S equals to what? 200 x raised to power 0 plus 50x raised to the power 1 minus 2x squared. So now let's differentiate it. While differentiating this equation s with respect to x, that means we are having what? The x, the x, right? The s, the x. So let's differentiate it. Now this is how we differentiate it. This power, we're going to multiply it by what? 200. We have 0 multiplied by 200. Then we have what? X. Then we are going to subtract 1 from the power, which is what? 0 minus 1. Are you getting me? So we have what now? Plus 1, we are going to multiply by what? 50. 1 multiplied by 50. Then we are going to have what? X. Right? X. Then what? 1 minus 1. So 1 we multiply by 50 like we did here, right? This power multiplied by what? 200. So you have what? 1 multiplied by 50. Then we subtract 1 from the power. I get me? Like we did here. Have you seen that now? So we have what? We bring down our minus sign. And we have what? 2 multiplied 2, right? 2 multiplied by 2. Okay? Let me bring it down here. 2 multiplied, we have minus first, right? Minus 2 multiplied by 2. Then we have what? X. Then we are subtracting 1 from the power. This is the power, right? We have 2 minus 1. Have you seen that now? So, now what do we have next? We have the x equals to 0 multiplied by 200 is 0, right? And 0 multiplied by x is still 0. So everything here in this equation will be what? 0, right? Everything here rather will be what? 0. So we have what? 0. Even though we subtract 1 from the power, we are going to have minus 1, but 0 is going to multiply everything here, for here to be what? 0. So that's why we have 0 here. Then we have what? Plus 1 multiplied by 50 is what? 50, right? We have 50x. 1 minus 1 is what? Is 0. Are you getting me now? So we have what? Minus 2 multiplied by 3 is what? 4. And we have what? X. 2 minus 1 is what? 1. Are you getting me? Is it clear? So we have what now? Okay, let's continue. We have the x equal to 0 has gone, 0 plus everything, it still remains the same, right? This still remains the same. While the 0 will do what? Go. So we have what now? We have 50. According to laws of indices, anything raised to power 0 is what? 1. So in the position of this x, we are going to have what? 1. Are you getting me now? So we have what now? Minus 4x. This was raised to power what? 1. That means x multiply itself how many times? 1 time. So if x multiply itself 1 times, x will still remain here. So we have plus 4x because of this 4 here. So what do you have then? You have the x equals to 50 multiplied by 1 is what? 50. We have what? Minus 4x. Minus what? Minus 4x. So having done that, we are going to replace the x, the s, we are going to replace it by what? 0, right? If you are familiar with your differentiation, when you differentiate it, if you are differentiating, if you are going to solve it further, rather, you are going to do what? Make the x what? 0. If you are going to solve it and find the value of x. So we are making the x to what? 0. So that we can find the what? Value of x. So we have 0 equals to 50 minus 4x. Are you getting me? Having done that, that means if this one is the same thing as what? This equation is the same thing as 50 minus 4x, which is equal to 0. I just turn it the other way around. So what do we have next? We have 50 equals to minus 4x will cross the equal sign and become what? Positive. Which is what? 4x. If it was positive, when it crosses the equal sign, it will become negative. Right? Since it is negative, when it crosses the equal sign, it will become what? Positive, right? So Now, this one is the same thing as 4x equals to 50. Are you getting me now? I just changed the other way around. It did not cross the equal sign. I just changed the other way around. So now we want to find the value of x. But before we find the value of x, that means how can we find the value of x? We need to divide both sides by 4, the coefficient of x, so that we are going to get the value of x. So what do we have? We have 4x divided by 4 is equals to what? 50 divided by what? 4. Like I said earlier, we are going to do what? Divide both sides by x, by 4 rather, which I have done. So we have what? 4 will cancel 4. We have what? X equals to 50 divided by 4 is what? 12.5, right? Or 12 and a half. Or 12. Or 12 and a half, right? So this, is it 12 and a half? I'm not sure about it, but it's 12.5. 12.5, I think it's 12 and a half. So now let's go right ahead to find this one, B. Are you getting me? It said what? Find the maximum savings. Now let's find the maximum savings. The maximum savings. Now let's find it. The maximum saving now, B, right? So the answer for A was what? A, 12.5, right? 12.5. That's the answer for A. Now, for B, the answer, which is what? The time. Time equals to what? 12.5. Time. Time equals to what? Time finished equals to what? 12.5, right? Now for B, find the what? Maximum savings. Find the maximum savings. Now let's find the maximum savings. Now what we're going to do here is that we are going to substitute the value of t into what? This equation that was given to us earlier, right? This equation is what? S equals to 200 plus what? Plus 50x minus 2x squared. So let's substitute the value of t, time. T is what? Time, please. Which I represent it as what? S here, right? I represent time as what? S here. So it's the same thing with this t, right? Because that equation it was what? It's not x rather, it was x. It was x. So x was what? 12.5. But still, it's the same thing as this t, which is what? 12.5. So now, find the maximum savings. And if we want to find the maximum savings, as I said, we are going to do what? Substitute the value of what? X of x, which is t, time. 12.5 into what? This equation. So we have what? S equals to 200 plus 50. X is the time, right? X was what? The time, which is what? 12.5. So instead of this x, we're writing what? 12.5, right? 12.5 minus 2x. Okay, x is what? 12.5, right? Instead of x, we are going to have 12.5. So we have what? Square here. So let's square it. So what do we have? We have s equals to 200. 50 multiplied by 12.5 is what? Is 625. So we bring down minus. Then we have what? 2, right? 12.5 square is what? 156.25. If you place your calculator well. So we have s equals to 200 plus 625. I think 12.5 square is what? 156.25, right? That's how we got this. So we have 625. What next we have? We have minus 2 multiplied by 156.25. You're going to have 312 points. I think 12 point, yes, 312.5, yes, 312.5. When you press your calculator, when you calculate it, well, when you use your hand to calculate it, your pen to calculate it, or you use calculator, you're going to have what? 312.5. So, now when you subtract it, 200 plus 625, when you add it, you're going to have what? S equals what? 825, right? 200 plus 625 is what? 825. So let's subtract 312.5 from what? 825. When you do that correctly, you're going to have what? You're going to have 512. Yes, 512.5. I get 512.5. But since we are talking about money here, find the maximum savings. And the savings must be in what? Must be in dollars. I get me? So we have S, this is our dollar sign, and what? 512 point what? 50. This is what we're going to have. So we are going to put what? 0 at the what? At the front here. So this one is still the same thing as this. 512.50 is the same thing as 0.50, the same thing as what? 512.5. Are you getting me? But since it's money, we're dealing with money, we have to put 0 here. If not, our answer is wrong. So this is the solution to this given problem. See you in my next tutorials.